Hi there, welcome to you. Breaking news for you from Somalia, where an explosion, a suicide attack is being reported at a facility where reportedly Egypt provided weapons were stored. Egypt a few days ago provided huge arms shipments to the government of Somalia. The armed heavy weapons were seen leaving Mogadishu port. And a portion of these weapons was stored at this facility where the attack happened today. Firstly, second breaking news is from Gaza, where Israel has killed another senior Palestinian leader, second leader killed in the last few months, a second Palestinian leader. Israel has killed three senior anti-Israel uh, leaders in the past few months. Let's start from Somalia. We know that Egypt has provided huge shipments of weapons to the government of Somalia. Two shipments have arrived in Egypt so far. First shipment arrived by air when C-130 Egyptian military cargo planes landed in Mogadishu carrying weapons for Mogadishu government. Then second shipment came by sea when an Egyptian ship uh, arrived at Mogadishu port carrying huge quantity of heavy weapons. Egypt took Eritrea and Houthi fighters, Sudanese warring parties into confidence before sending that shipment of weapons by sea to the government of Somalia because the route is not safe. Houthis carry out attacks on ships on this route. Today we know that US conducted airstrikes on Houthis in Yemen, so the route is not safe. Houthis then carry out attacks on commercial ships, other ships, especially bound for Israel, especially those bound for or departing Western countries. So Egypt managed to provide weapons to the government of Somalia. A portion of these weapons was stored at a police training academy in Mogadishu. Kahiye Training Academy is the name of this training institute, which is in Mogadishu, the capital of Somalia. A suicide bomber managed to enter the facility today. He detonated himself at a cafe, a tea stall in the academy. Reportedly, the target was Egypt provided weapons which were stored at this academy. Huge blast was heard when the suicide bomber blew himself up. 7 casualties have been confirmed so far by the government of Somalia. Sugal Abdullah Omar is one of the killed. He is a well-known poet and playwright. The government has arrested an Associated Press journalist, Farah Warsame, who was covering the aftermath of this bomb suicide blast in Mogadishu. Somalia's government will not acknowledge that Egyptian weapons were stored at this site. Because if they acknowledge, questions will be raised about the capabilities of Somalia's government to protect the weapons being provided to the government of Somalia by international community. If you remember, a few days ago, uh, some vehicles carrying weapons escorted by Somalia's forces came under attack uh, on Somalia-Ethiopia border, and some tribal militias looted weapons. And then we saw that federal government of Somalia issued statements, asked tribal militias to return weapons, threatened to take action. We don't know which action was taken, but weapons were looted by tribal militias in that attack. That was definitely an embarrassment for the government of Somalia. The government of Somalia's forces cannot protect their weapons. So we'll have to wait. But I don't think that the government of Somalia will admit that this facility was being used to store weapons. Somali government will have to prove its capabilities, that it can protect the weapons provided to it by the international community. Ethiopia will obviously spread propaganda against Somalia. It would say that the government of Somalia is incapable, and Ethiopia has been saying that the weapon provided by Egypt will end up in the hands of Al Shabaab. That's what Ethiopia said officially when uh, Taske Selassie, the new president, who is former foreign minister, spoke in New York. Ethiopian narrative of portraying Somalia's government as weak will accelerate in coming days after this attack. By the way, Mogadishu is the capital of Somalia. Somalia's government is not able to protect the capital, and it wants Ethiopian troops to leave Hiran, to leave Gaidu, to leave Bay, Bakul. How can the federal government protect the people there, if it cannot protect the capital? That is why regional states don't trust federal government. They say federal government, federal forces cannot protect them. They trust Ethiopian forces more. I always say Somalia will have to build a strong military free of any ethnic influence, free of any tribal influence, a professional army, modern military, armed, trained, professional military. Can Hassan Sheikh government do that? Let's see. Second, viewers, big news from Gaza, where another senior Hamas leader, Hamas chief, you can say, has been killed. Uh, the previous Hamas chief was Ismail Haniya. He was assassinated in Tehran, Iran. Ismail Haniya was replaced by Yahya Sinwar. Yahya Sinwar has been a senior Hamas leader, head of operational affairs, you can say. Israel today confirmed the death of Yahya Sinwar as well. Yahya was killed in an airstrike in Rafah. Rafah is the part of Gaza which shares border with Egypt. Israeli media has shared pictures of Yahya Sinwar, graphic pictures showing his dead body. He can be seen with his skull opened, his mouth open, with a protective vest around his chest and an AK-47 in his hands. The man was leading from the front. He was armed when he died. Maybe he was underground and a strike was conducted, the building collapsed, and dead body has been recovered. DNA test has been conducted. Israel has confirmed that Yahya Sinwar has been killed. Yahya killed, Ismail Haniya killed, and Hezbollah chief Hassan Nasrallah killed as well in a strike in Lebanon. Israel has killed three top anti-Israel Middle Eastern leaders in the past few months. Who will be the next Hamas chief? Khalid Mashal is the next likely chief. He's not in Gaza. He mainly leads political wing of the party, of the movement. He is based in Turkey, I think. But I think he will lead the organization. Israel is definitely killing its rivals one by one, but can that end Palestinian resistance movement? The resistance movement can be weakened. Perhaps it won't be able to take strong action on Israel in coming weeks, months, or years. The movement won't die. These people believe, they have a commitment, they are fully convinced that they will fight for their land, no matter what happens. In each and every home in Gaza, there are martyrs. Every family has martyrs, people who died. So for them, death is not something which they are afraid of. Israelis are also dying. They have the same conviction. They say they have every right to be here and they cannot be expelled from here. The positions of both parties are very extreme. Killing each other is not solution. Yes, Israel can have a leverage for a short period of time, but it cannot end this anti-Israel Palestine resistance movement by killing the leaders. You'll see new leaders emerge tomorrow. A new leader will be announced, and if he is killed, next one will take over. This is what is happening in Gaza, in Palestine for years. What is needed is some peaceful solution. Otherwise, they will just continue killing each other. People will suffer. People of Gaza are already suffering. Thousands have been killed. No accountability. Indiscriminate strikes by Israeli forces. International community is trying to stop Israel. Israel is not listening to anyone. Thank you for watching.